Hello and welcome, Andrea here. I'm actually going to start with the CC cream. I used it the last time I came online for a live, and we're going to use it today. A little goes a long way, so this little bit right here is what we're going to use. And then I'm going to there's still some in here for more if I need more. Get my mirror going. And I'm going to get it on my brush. It's a cream and it dries to a matte finish, so it is wonderful. I love using my brush to put it on because it helps get you right where you want it. I think I may have grabbed a little much, but we will make sure it blends out perfectly. And then I have a container here that I will put what I have left in there. So make sure we get underneath the eyes good. Their CC cream is wonderful because I love it. Why do I love it? I love it because a little goes a long way. I've got more than enough on my face, so I'm going to just scrape it into my container. That's where I put all my excess. That way it don't go to waste and I can keep using it. I'm just going to use my brush to start with, and then I will come in with my blender and we will blend it, and you will see how perfectly, and I'm just going to get over my brows and everything. And it blends out perfectly. We're going to get on the lids everywhere. And look at that. It's going to cover up those dark circles. So it's going to be like a dream. And then I'm just using the brush to brush it out, and it's taking away all the redness. Make sure you get your nose everywhere. The little bit that's still on my finger, I'm just going to put right there. Make sure you get your neck as well. So I'm going to just keep blending it in and blend it down my neck as well, everywhere. So I'm using it with the brush right now, but I will be going over it again with my blender because I like using my blender brush. It's not a brush. I like using the blender, and then I'm just going to bring it down the neck, make sure it blends in evenly with everything. And you notice this color is my color. This is our color Light 01. So I'll show you again, Light 01, and it's a CC cream. And I have not gotten any more, so that little bit that I had, and I even put some away for the next time, has been like just perfect for my face. So that tiny bit that we had was all that I needed. And then what is on the brush, I'm just using to rub around, and you see it's drying to a matte finish. How wonderful is that? Now that we've got it everywhere, I'm just going to come in with my blender, and we're just going to pat that into the face. And my blender is already wet because I dampened it before I came on. This side is still a little tender, and as we're patting it in, it's like setting it, and it's turning to a matte. I'll come close so you can kind of see. It's kind of turned it into a matte color. It's turned it matte. So it goes on a cream and it turns into a matte finish. It's almost like it's going to give you that photo finish look. I'm just going to make sure I'm blending it down my neck as well. And there again, I'm just patting. So just patting it on. Look, no dark circles. And that is just the CC cream. So that is wonderful. And since I am going for a date night tonight, I'm actually going to put a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes. This right here is just dollar store concealer. And I'm going to make sure that we are good and covered for those dark circles. So, although with the CC cream, you don't need to. but I just want to make sure it's blended in perfectly. But you see that? See how well everything's all blending in perfectly. My light just turned off. Turn back on. I think my batteries are dying. And we're just patting it. And there again, we're just patting everywhere. And this is just adding that little extra highlight. I have a birthmark right here with the CC cream. My birthmark is gone. All the redness in my cheeks are gone. So I really didn't need to use the concealer, but I wanted to use the concealer because it helped me. It's going to help me a little bit further extra because this is kind of going on early. And that way I'm not going to have to do any touch-ups. And now what I have in here, I'm going to bend this over again like I did last time because there's enough for one more use. So our samples, you get 2 to 3 uses out of them. So that is wonderful. So that is our CC cream. I'll come close again so you can see it has dried to a matte finish and it blended in perfectly. This light one is my perfect shade, perfect color. This is just my foundation brush because I was getting close to show you. There we go. My light turned off again. Yay! So we're going to let that be. Normally I would have to come in with my pressed powder and put that on. I'm not going to worry about that today. I am going to, however, come in with, this is the Vic palette, but I'm not with Vic no more. The clear white color right here to put that on my eyes first. And I'm just going to use this, get this on my eyes. That way. And I really didn't need to because it turned into a matte finish. But this is just adding a little extra layer of oomph for when we put our eyeshadow on. And you see that's not showing any color. That's just coming on white clear. I'm just going to make sure it gets all on the eyes. And then we're going to let that set on the eyes while I come in and do my brows. So we're going to let that set on the eyes. I was asked about the prices and I wrote them down here. So the prices for our foundation, they range in price from $12.90 to $22.90. The BB creams are $15.90 and the CC cream that I was just using is $16.90. And you see it is well worth it. It's giving me that photo finish. I could actually stop my makeup right here and then be like perfect for the day and say, hey, let's go, we're perfect. But that's not what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to come in with and do a light brow. And when I say light brow, I mean just light color. I'm just going to use my Hello Kitty brush. And then I'm just going to very lightly come in there with color. So just ever so lightly. I'm like barely touching my brow when I'm doing it. So you see that? Barely touching my brow. And all I'm doing is brushing along the natural hairs for my brow. I haven't done anything extra. I haven't plucked my brows. They're all just my natural brows. So that is all I'm doing. And there again, that was the Vicks palette because that's what I have on hand. Sometimes I'll actually use a mix of eyeshadow. Okay, now I wanted to do a fun look, and for that I'm going to come in with my Revlon palette, and this is what we're going to be using. We're going to be using these colors. So I'm going to use this darker color, and for that one I'm going to come in with this brush. This is an actual eyebrow brush. Not eyebrow brush. It's called Defining Eye Brush. And I'm going to get that darker color on it. And then I'm going to come right here and I'm just going to hold it lengthwise. I'm holding it lengthwise like this. And I'm just brushing that color on down here. And yes, I'm carrying it out a little ways. I'm purposely carrying it out a little ways. And so we're just doing a light shade down there. You will see this is my favorite palette out of my Revlon kit. And it's going to go perfectly with this shirt. That's why I like using this palette. I'm going to brush that off. Now I'm going to come in with that green. Sometimes dollar store makeup is what you got to use. It's what you got to use. And now I'm going to hold it lengthwise, straight up and down. And then we're going to put that green right there on top of that dark color that we just used. And then as I'm getting towards the side, I'm kind of curving it down to go on to where that green was. So we want to get that color. And there again, now I'm just going to turn it lengthwise and go perfectly on top of that other color. Look at that. I love it. This is so pretty. And now I'm just going to do the same thing on this side to get those colors perfect. I'm getting close to my mirror so I can see. It is our anniversary today, so we will be going out to dinner. And so I am slowly getting dressed for the day. I love this green color. I'm going to clean off that brush. I'm going to come in with that darker color again because this side has dulled down a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to come in with that other brown that's right on top. I'm going to grab my e.l.f. brush right here, the fluffy side. We're going to get that color on there. It's on the brush. And then we're just going to pat that right in here. Get that color right in there on top. That's the color that's going in our crease pretty much. But I want to make sure it's right here on the outer edge. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it in with those others. So you see that? Beautiful. This was my always go-to look before I joined any makeup company. This was my always go-to. And then I want that green to pop a little bit, so I'm going to come in with the other side of my brush. I'm going to get that green on there again. And I'm just going to kind of pat it in. Because the green is kind of hiding now underneath the crease. And so we want to just pat that in. And now comes for the fun part. We are going to get our eyebrow brush. Yep, we're using an eyebrow brush. And we're going to come in with that green first. So the green is going to go on with the eyebrow brush lengthwise, up and down, underneath the eye. We're going to start here at the corner of the eye. And we're going to just carry it down. And this is going to go all the way across. I'm going to get my palette here so I can actually see what I'm doing. And we're going to just carry that green down and all the way across. So that green is carried over. Get that green again, and we're going to do it the same on the other side. And we're doing it straight up and down with the brush, straight up and down for a reason. And at the same time as I'm carrying the green, I'm actually pulling from up top, which is pulling some of those colors down towards the corner of that eye. So you're pulling those colors from this side and it's going down with the green, so you're blending it together. I did the same thing on this side. So now we have that green down below. I'm going to clean off my brush again. And now we're going to come in with that original dark color that we had. And now it's going to go sideways. And we're going to carry that color from right directly underneath the lashes and only going halfway. And there again, I'm taking from that top color and we're blending it in. So I'll get close so you can see it's blending it in. So now we're going to do the same with the other side, and there again we're holding it lengthwise. So it is a beautiful eye look. I love these colors. And I can't wait to get some of the eyeshadows in from Farmasi. That'll be beautiful. And so hopefully I get some in soon. I'm thinking this brow is a little bit darker than the other brow, but it is okay. We can fix that. Now I'm going to come in. I'm going to grab a clean brush because all my brushes are dirty now. Okay, I'm gonna clean this one off. That's the one that we used to put the white on. And then I'm gonna come in with this brown, light brown up top, and we're gonna highlight underneath the brow with that. So we're just gonna come and we're just gonna highlight underneath the brow with that. So we're kind of doing a fallish look. And I love the fact that these eyeshadows have just the slightest hint of shimmer to them. So that is our eye look minus the mascara. We will get the mascara going here in a few. I want to do the rest of my face first. And I have the perfect color of lipstick from Farmasi. But before I do that, I'm going to take the brown eyeliner. Wrong side, that's for the eyebrows because it's actually a eyebrow brush. Get all the hair off of it. And we're going to get that brown. And we're just going to lightly, and I mean ever so lightly, do a brown eyeliner with that brow brush. Well, it's a brow liner. So that brown just pulls it out. And I go kind of thick in the center and thin on each end. So that brown actually helped pull those colors. Should we put it in the waterline? I'm going to put a little bit in the corner, on the outer corners in the waterline. There we go. And that just helped heighten that color towards the end. And I'm going to line my lips with it as well. Multi-purpose. Yes, I am aware I'm doing multi-purpose, but it's okay. Use your finger and smudge it in. And then you have the brown on the lips, but I'm not leaving just this on the lips. So just so you know, it's not going to be just this on the lips. I have our samples here. And I have a beautiful brown color that is called Dusty Rose. Right here, we're going to use this color called Dusty Rose, and we're going to put that on the lips. Let me get my mirror so I'm not like down here like this for y'all. They go on as a cream and they dry to a matte. So that's the color Dusty Rose. It's such a beautiful color. But I'm not just going to leave it at that. You can't just leave it at that. Now I'm going to come in with a just ever so lighter color called That's Caramel. So this color is called That's Caramel. And we're going to put that just along the edges. So we mixed Dusty Rose with That's Caramel. A beautiful color. Perfect. Now I'm not going to do anything else to it. I'm not going to dab it off. Not going to do anything. We're just going to leave them and let them sit, and they're going to dry to a matte. So I love it. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to do my cheeks. Trying to decide if I want to use my e.l.f. palette, which is right here. I'll use this for the highlight. This is my contour, this is my highlight. So I will use that for my highlight. But then I'm going to come in with this. You guys have seen me use this a lot. I'm going to get my bronzing brush. Make sure I get all the cat hair off my brush. Holy wow. There we go. Now this is going to look, wow, why'd she do that at first? But when it blends out, it's like perfect. So find the corner of your eye, come down. Look at that. Wow. 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 And we're just going to tap with what is on there and tap it up top so you're not looking like Now we're just going to do circles and we're going to blend that down. Look at how well that blends out. It blends out like a dream. Wow. And we're going to do the same on this side. My mirror shut off again. It blends out like a dream. I love it. And I'm hoping soon I get more of the Farmasi products in. It's going to take some time, I know, but with what's on the brush, I'm just kind of contouring my nose just the slightest bit. And we're going to tap, blow off. And we're just going to kind of carry it down underneath. Tap, blow off, and carry it down underneath. I'm using the same color still. And we're going to just blend it down the neck. So we are looking beautiful. Browns are my color. I'm just going to say that now. Now I'm going to clean off that brush. And now we're going to come in with the pink, the blush. We're going to get the blush on the brush. And then we're going to find the corner of our eye again. And where we started with that bronzer. And we're going to go just above. And get a little bit more. And then we got that on there. Now we're going to do the other side. Now we're just going to kind of blend that down and in. We're blending it down into the bronzer. See, they blend perfectly together. And then we're going to do the same on this side, blend them down in together. And just with what's on the brush, we're just going to kind of blend in with everything else. Now we're going to clean off the brush again. because now I'm going to come in with a little bit deeper rose color. This right here is just a CoverGirl, and it is the color Blush Rose. And I had the original brush for it in there. And it is almost gone because I love to use it. And then we're just going to put that right over that other blush. And we're just going to kind of blend that down in. Because sometimes I like having a rosy cheeks. And there again, we're just going to kind of blend that in with everything else. Don't forget to make sure you blend everything well. Because if you don't blend everything well, you just kind of look, ugh. And I honestly think by the time I'm done with everything, that my left, yeah, that's my left side. My left side looks better than my right. Because I can see better out of this eye than I can with this eye. It's just how it works. So now for the highlight, I'm not going to use that highlight because I don't think I need that highlight. I'm going to come in with this highlight. We're going to get that on, and we're just going to go just above and around and up the temple just to help, and I'm just tapping it on. And it's like just that perfect little bit. You see, it adds just that perfect tiny bit of shimmer. But as you can see, even with all this, that CC cream is still flawless. So wonderful, wonderful. Now I'm going to do some of this. Put it over the cupid's bow, the tip of the nose. And we're just going to kind of pat it and rub it in a few other places just to help that finish that flawless look. Flawless look. I'm going to set that down because I'm now done with that brush. I'm done with that brush. Now I'm trying to decide what mascara I want to use because. But I think I'm going to come in with this one. And pardon me, I burped. But I'm loving our look so far. The lips are on point. I have Farmasi lips and Farmasi foundation with the CC cream. Now I'm going to go halfway up my lashes and out. Halfway up my lashes and out. And you don't always have to go clear into the corner of your eye. I like to keep it simple and easy. And then I'm just going to pat for the bottom lashes. Look at that. Beautiful. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm not going to redip. And then we're just going to pat for the bottom lashes. My right eye, you can always see more how I blink. I'm just fixing my bottom lashes with a Q-tip. I'm not touching anything else, just the bottom lashes. Sometimes it helps to shake, to go side to side to make it perfect. But that is our mascara. And this is our wonderful finished look for today. Thank you so much for watching and catching me in the replay. I truly appreciate all the love and support. There again, I used our CC cream from Farmasi, and our wonderful lips. So lipstick and CC cream. There again, the foundations, because I was asked, are priced between $12.90 to $22.90. Still really reasonable, under $30. I mean, that's wonderful. And then our BB creams are $15.90, and our CC creams are $16.90. So all wonderfully priced, and you get a lot for your money. So thank you so much again for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic day. I am now pretty much dressed and ready for date night. Now I need to finish planning where we're going to go. Any ideas, put them down below. So yes, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.